More to be done up here. This is my path. This golden nectar is nothing in comparison to your splendor, Queen Hera, but it's the very best we have where I am from. To your eternal beauty, grace, and wisdom.
You needn't be a flatterer, you know. I aid you not from love, but from necessity. If there's a lesson I can impart, it's that you ought to keep your guard up at all times. The other night, given the opportunity, you sided with my kin, foregoing my boon when I first generously offered it. Whilst that little scuffle is behind us, I do not appreciate any such slights. I trust I've made myself quite clear.
The sacred bond. And caught. This is a neck biter. Feels even sturdier. That barricade's back up. You're here.
Your gesture is unnecessary. Warring mortals often make me offerings in hopes that I might guide them to victory. But you and I have a shared purpose, so I require no such incentives in our case.
This is no incentive, merely a way of saying thank you for accepting me and recognizing what potential I may have to aid our family in a time of need.
You bear the amulet I gave to you. May it protect you and strike fear into the hearts of your enemies whenever I am not around to do the same.
Thank you, Lady Athena. The creature engraved on this, it's a gorgon, isn't it? A guardian of some sort?
Oh, not exactly, no. More of a cautionary reminder about what happens when we gods are openly defied. Don't lose your head out there, cousin. Now choose.
Infinite possibility. Right.
Now farewell.
Let's see if we can't cut out a little travel time to your next destination.
Greater focus. Need a quick overview.
Every bit of justice you dispensed and more, my niece. I was already angry with him after everything he'd done, and that was prior to my realizing that he'd unleashed terrifying Typhon on us all.
The Fates won't mind. Should head back out.
Driftwood? Rotting wood. It's been too long. The bronze of the fallen.
The Earth's bounty.
The gods of Olympus have not always been particularly kind, yet you, a true blood relative of theirs, would show me favor for little more than carrying out my oath to great Hecate? Unnecessary, this. I've only curses in return.
You're so much more than your curses, Lady Medea. Perhaps the gods of Olympus and the dead never told you so, but I believe it's true.
Fear nothing, sorceress. At least not from me here. Beyond the city gates, I shall be testing your resolve whenever you speak the vows. But in this pharmacy, as I call it, I merely test the potency of my concoctions and the like.
But you fought against me with such rancor, Lady Medea. If there is some bad blood between us, I would like to know the cause.
Perish the very thought. I merely wish for you to not let down your guard with anyone. And besides, there's no bad blood for those of our predilection. All blood has its uses. Most excellent.
Thank you. You shades are getting out of there. From the forge.
Oh, hold on, that's another weapon you got. Oh, right. The nocturnal arms and their shape-shifting tricks. Figures. You witches like changing things about us, I'm to understand.
Better. You don't remember me, do you? yourself, Spirit.
There is some difference of opinion here regarding where your efforts are of greatest benefit. We shall keep the matter on Olympus well in hand, but we cannot get to Kronos in your father's realm as easily as you.
Good. Peace, sir.
Enjoy the silence, sister. We'll have company here any moment now. Stand clear. Face me! Well.
Gods watch over us.
They won't. You make it to the mountaintop as yet? In case you haven't, nothing good awaits you there. Or so I hear.
What do you mean, Typhon? I'm surprised the Olympians don't have you helping out with him, instead of bashing a bunch of weaklings far from where the real danger is.
The Olympians won't abide some half-god stealing their glory. I get the drudgery, not the important work. Thank the fates that you get some of each. Look at the time.
The honors, please, Phrenos. Well done. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
I saw that you encountered Heracles. Beware that man, who has made many enemies in service to the gods. He even wronged me once, and still walks brazenly as ever in my light. My light is yours.
At least this was a shorter delivery for your trusted boatman, compared with having to drag our boons all the way into the underworld. Although, he probably prefers it there.
Sure, why not? Farewell, Lord Charon.
Gotta be kidding. I made those docks back there with my bare hands. You know some guys, they tally every skiff and trireme in the drink. We know where you're going.
So what if you do? You're just another servant of Kronos. The gods shall punish you when all this is over.
Yeah, what do you know about it? They only care about their own. I'm just a joke to them. Am I a joke to you?
out. Whoa.
7 sheep, 8 sheep, 9.
Could try a different one. Ought to help. Let's go, Freenos. Breaking through.
Grow strong under the stars. Shall be notified at once.
Now for the next one.
Did it.
Hello. Be safe, Icarus.
You too, Melly. The wretches on these ships don't have their wits, but they hit hard. I know you're good and everything. Better than good. It's just... if things go bad, what happens to you then?
The first thing Headmistress taught me was how not to give in. If my strength is failing me, I use it to return to Shadow whence I came. Almost a reflex at this point.
And then at the crossroads, you're up and about by the following night, raring to go. Too bad you can't return Shadow back to where you left off. My latest work. Good idea.
Thanks.
Good night.
Interlopers. property recovered. Which way now? Do your thing.
Freedom in death.
I'm commandeering this vessel. Next.
Family grows and grows.
May this be your final voyage for a while. Something else? Clear.
A shrouded glade, shorn from the heart of the land, somehow remains suggestive of a time of peace and beauty that has long since fallen deep into the distant past.
Times change. Hermes must be in the area. Shouldn't take too long. In the name of Hades. Very well. The front of the fleet. Oh, if only. Here, my lord. If you plan to keep the other ambrosia bottle in reserve, perhaps you could share this one with a professional associate. No need to save it for later. I've merely strived to better understand you, knowing it was never about words or gifts. You were the boatman of the underworld, a mighty son of Nyx, and the most dependable sort of comrade I could ever want.
you're stubborn or just plain, you know. Not that it matters either way.
You're standing between me and my objective, Eris. Or floating. The point is, sooner or later, you'll come to understand that's a mistake.
Ah, but we all make mistakes, right? Neither one of us would be here otherwise. So you ready now or what? Let's have some fun. Oh, it burns! Plenty more. And again?
Somehow managed that. Into the purse. Now then. Should work. I'm here. Watches.
Rise and serve your mistress.
Hear me, on my authority. The hunt begins. It's over. Hey, a Philotop.
A sudden flash, and thus the catch is made.
Make taking off. Lady Demeter. In the name of Hades.
So be it.
Soon you shall be afraid of me, dragon. A magnificent beast, but a threat. Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings to you. If there's one good thing about this war, it's that even our most reserved family members have to rise up and make themselves known. Or just make themselves known, in the case of my good son Hephaestus here.
Another one of your fans just there, Dad, and right in Witch's earshot too. Just when I thought he couldn't possibly stoop to me level, he continues to surprise.
They wish they were never born.
In the name of Hades. Another tremor. Lady Demeter. Salutations.
What is up? Mel, baby, you look like hell if you don't mind me saying. I mean, what, did you fall down the mountainside on your way here? Killer, what's up?
Please pardon my disheveled state. I had to cross the doomed city of the risen dead, infiltrate an enemy armada, and climb halfway to the Palace of Zeus to get here.
No excuses. Now either get out of that positively ripe dress you've got on and make like all my other guests, or move along. We enforce a strict code of attire.
I'm going to have to pass. A sudden surge.
Ease up a bit. Off she goes.
Blasted raptors.
Rise and serve your mistress.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Behold!
A note says, "Hey, M, take what you need for gold. Honor system."
Here's our prey.
Tell me, Titan, do you recall a mortal woman by the name of Dora? A shade responded strangely when I mentioned you, but can't seem to remember what you did.
Let's leave it be, Agent of Change. That old shade's latent memories have more to do with gods and their deceptions than with anything I did.
Elaborate. Tell me what happened to her. You keep blaming everything on the gods, as though all this is solely their responsibility.
Oh, on the contrary. I take responsibility for mortal kind. But for all their failings, vices, and downfalls, I am not to blame. Nor is this Dora. You tell her I said that.
Wakey, wakey. That Titan's hatred for the gods. It's clouded his senses. He can be beaten. Father, mother, brother, please be safe. Please. Dora, I hope you don't mind, but I asked Prometheus himself about this old connection that you feel. He's cagey with his words, but does seem to remember you in turn.
Oh. Kind of weird of you to do that, especially since it sounds like he's trying to kill your family up there, but thanks. What do you say?
Well, he said he's not to blame for mortal kind's failings and such, and that neither are you, and asked I tell you so on his behalf. Before attacking me, per usual, of course.
Whew, that's a relief. All this time, I figured if there's any two individuals responsible for all the badness mortals have to deal with, it's Prometheus and me. We're talking stomach aches, heartaches, taxation, lying, cheating, you name it.
It's utter nonsense, but do you have any idea what he could have meant?
Nope. But since you're the one who's talking to him on the regular, maybe you could ask. Now that we're curious.
We'll figure this out. Hey, now that the taverna's back, how about I treat you to a bit of the ambrosia of the gods? You have my word, it's good.
I guess I'm not in the middle of anything, and since you did give me your word... Know what? I'm in. Considered a delicacy, huh? Figures. Kind of a weird consistency. Are you supposed to drink this stuff or eat it?
You're mainly just supposed to savor it with friends. I agree it's a bit unusual, but then it's intended for extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah? What makes this so extraordinary? We're just lounging around. Not in the tent, which granted isn't normal in my case, but still.
It's ours to decide what's special, don't you think? Yes, we see each other night in and night out, but we have never shared a fancy bottle like this, just the two of us.
I guess I see your point, but... bit of a paradox or something, right? Ambrosia's meant for extraordinary events, but it's the ambrosia itself making things unnaturally festive.
Supernaturally, even. My skin, it's beginning to crawl, as though something is here with us. Oh, gods.
The gods themselves shall quake with fear, the likes of which your frail consciousness shall never comprehend.
Alright, so then ambrosia's not that bad. I gotta go unwind, but that was fun.
Do it, Dora.
I fade.
Welcome back. In my weakest moments, I used to envy Prometheus, even knowing his plight. For he was loved by mortals, having given them the gift of fire from Olympus. I, on the other hand, was hated. It should not have mattered to me, but it did.
Come on, Lord Moros. What mortals think of us is of no consequence. Even if it were, better to be hated than a traitor. Prometheus thinks only of mortals and himself. I'm surprised Kronos would entrust anything to him.
Although I said I didn't wish to speculate, I cannot shake the sense that Kronos values him because so many mortals do. The new golden age he seeks to bring about. An age for mortals, not for gods.
Doubtless all the mortals' problems would be solved. Hail, Shades.
Together we shine. It must be very difficult for you up there. My aim was to prepare you for the dangers of the underworld, not those Olympus ought be able to take care of on its own.
Every misstep on the surface is a harsher lesson even than below. I've become more used to it, but I'm constantly reminded I should not be able to set foot up there at all.
And yet you carry on. Notice how I do not even attempt to cure you of that stubbornness. It is probably your family's most pervasive trait. Well, if you wish to keep making things even harder on yourself, at least you know the way.
I like having options. Become what I seek. It's cooking. Ordering this.
About time.
So just how much trouble are you in for mouthing off to Headmistress Nem? That was utterly disrespectful, even for you.
Well, looks like I've got a lot more guard duty ahead of me. But it was worth it. Help balance out you sucking up to her all the time.
It figures you have no ability to distinguish between basic courtesy and what you call sucking up.
You're just a tool to her, you know.
You're up. We've not too many shades all the way out on the Olympus front. Only a few brave souls. They're saying that you met Lady Athena face to face. How's she holding up?
Considering she's holding back great numbers of the Titan's forces single-handedly, she seems remarkably composed.
I'd ask you thank her for the times she may have saved my skin, but discretion's for the best.
You sure I shouldn't say anything?
Aye.
Oh.
Our garden flourishes.
Ashes of the past. The wayward son. No use. The Furies. The messenger. My form.
Dearie.
All right.
We bid you welcome to the Umbral Flames, young one. You're the spitting image of the big lady herself with those in hand. May they ever light your way and light up anybody you don't like.
I'll fight like Headmistress herself. Greetings, and heed well the commander. No more despair, good shade. Dare I take the vows? for the realm. Athera awaits. Headmistress, guide me.
So the Titan of Foresight slipped his chains and fights against us now. A pity that. Been on the outs with us ever since we caught him red-handed with my flames. Stole fire for the sake of mortal kind. Could have just asked me nice.
Chaos seeks me.
You found your way.
Ooh.
Even the goddess Hecate has lent you her power. She typically has been content merely to stoke the little flames warming the hearts of mortal homes. But now those flames threaten to spread beyond even her control. This I shall be curious to see.
Bronze beaks. Seeds. Now to head back. Now what? Those shamblers. Shades, you're free. Olympus.
What a customer, the Titan of Time. I've not met Gramps before, though I can imagine what he must be like. Used to wonder how come my pop and his brothers were so dodgy sometimes. Now I know where they got it from.
Let's see what else. The satyr currently in charge. For Olympus.
Like a cross between a luxurious palace and an impregnable fortress. The so-called legions of Kronos will be getting through these walls.
Let's see how this goes. The ocean's fury. Phrenos, hypnotize. Good job. Withstood that chaos curse I had.
Ready?
You shouldn't have crossed me. Not a chance.
He might burn right up from all his smoldering. He keeps saying how he doesn't care for any of us goddesses or gods, but I think he's just playing hard to get.
Beautiful. How many of these do they have? Pure water. Prepare, fishy. Victory. Another ribeye.
We started working with Charon back when we had to figure out a system to transport all the mortal dead down to your father's realm. Must be more pleasant hauling messages from us.
I can make an exchange.
Look, I only had a couple here and there.
Are you quite serious, Cyclops? The bodies of the dead ought not to be consumed. All sorts of diseases and the like.
I'm telling you, they can be pretty good. Just gotta age them right. But anyways, we can pick up on that later. Got a warm one over there.
Lady Medea, I cannot believe the two of you are getting on like this. The Testament of Night requires that you form alliances with those who stand in our way.
We merely have a common interest, sorceress. The Cyclops yet stands in your way, so have at him. I'm here to make the night more foul at your own behest.
Thanks, bitch.
Suffer my curse.
Where'd Lady Medea go? In you go.
The noxious, death-strewn field beyond the city of Ephira now lies still once more, although a sense of rising fear yet lingers with the many restless souls that there reside.
Lady Medea certainly transformed this place. How about another keepsake? What's that? The docks. New course needs to be set. Some bones for later use. Go, Freenos. See you in the crossroads?
Here is going to let you hold to them forever. She doesn't care for competition. You can trust me on that.
Sweet Hestia, whatever do you mean? I'll be the first to admit looks aren't everything. Who even needs them? But on the other hand, we're blessed to have someone of such vast wisdom and experience as you here on our side.
You've been exceptionally busy as of late, though might I briefly interrupt our routine to give you this little offering? It isn't much, but down here it's some of the best we've got.
Don't know how you can find the time these days, though I am grateful that you thought of me like this. Now straight to business then. Got luck.
In the name of Hades. Spectral gate activated. To hell. Sailors as surly as that one. Olympus, I accept this message. Good.
And butter block. Heap of soil.
Evening,
Shit,
little pigs.
It's been too long. How regrettable to know Prometheus rebels against the gods. Surely he must see that his pursuit of vengeance shall not bring him any peace. Is there no reasoning with him?
He isn't much for talk, but then lately who is? We end up clashing just beneath the summit. Apparently he always knows who's going to be the victor, even if it's me.
Oh, he's foreseen his own defeat before. Can you imagine, Puppet? To know of each and every ill awaiting you? I doubt if any punishment he has endured is worse than that. How darling!
What have I done?
Moonlight guide you.
And now to set a course. Got them, Phrynos. Hear me, on my authority.
I'm routed.
Here's the gold.
Look what washed up. You're so tiny right now, babe. How cute. Old Circe must have done that to you, yeah? I phoned by her little island where she's doing all her lunatic experiments.
You had so much promise as a student, Eris. Even now, you easily identify the work of an experienced enchantress, but only to spurn our craft.
Your craft turns you into a walking joke. I'm just pointing it out. Well, whatever happens next, thanks for the laughs. Now watch this.
Much better. Solid ground.
Melinoë.
Made it this far. There they are.
Prometheus stole fire from us not for mortal kind, but because he desired it for his own gain. What good is that power to him now, upon a mountain cold as ice? Yes, done.
Cold comfort.
Lord Zeus!
In the name of Hades. Foes eliminated. Perhaps I'll knock some sense into you yet. Stay where you are. What did he take me for? Olympus, I accept this message.
The numerous defensive capabilities of terrifying Talos, the most powerful of the Olympian automatons wrought by the hands of great Hephaestus himself, includes the power to quite slowly self-repair.
Surely Talos will recall this misunderstanding next time. Must be the mountain pass my incantation helped me find. Enchanted for the night. Still feasting.
Look, everyone! Hey, nice. More nectar always good to have around in case the wine runs out. Not that it ever does or ever will. Now, what exactly do we toast to next?
To emerging from peril unscathed, or whatever you decide. I know maintaining high morale is paramount, especially with the mountain under siege.
Cheers. Hey, you look, did you shrink down or something? Or did I grow bigger all of a sudden? Or my head?
Oh, right. A reminder about my temporarily reduced stature. It's due to a bit of magic from my companion, the Enchantress Circe. So the effect is rather noticeable then?
I mean, yeah. Circe, huh? I know that name. Sounds like she knows a trick or two. Maybe she'll get an invite to the next one of these. Cheers. Come on. Hey, everybody good? Got what they need?
Go, Phrenos. In the name of Hades. I see. The force of fire.
dark side of the mountain even now. Impressive that you cast him down before, but he shall not rest till the palace of Zeus lies in ruin.
He'll be destroyed, you along with him if that's what it takes. If he were truly unstoppable, you wouldn't be impeding my ascent. You're buying him time.
I am. It's strange to think that time can be a limited commodity even for deathless such as we. But no more stalling for now. Get her, Itos.
Always a pattern.
Eluded once again. Forces have regrouped. Apart on a freezing mountain. This is nothing. Fire punch. If suffering today brings about a better tomorrow, so be it. I knew this would happen.
Go lick your wounds. A gift.
Beyond the fires on the heights of Mount Olympus lies the solitary pathway to the summit, on which stands a fortress stronger than the mightiest of gods and titans both.
And past that, the palace of Zeus. Might as well. To all our family, welcome. Closer to the top. One of Typhon's broodlings. to your father. Delivery arrived.
No surprise that Strife Incarnate recently decided to show up as she is wont to do. Eris made good sport of us before. Must think we're fools and easy prey. You correct her, yes? If you please.
Few more floors. That's not what eyes are meant to do. The walls are breathing. Hear me, on my authority. Excellent. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The Titans never stood together even when the gods and Kronos first fought long ago. Prometheus, he stood with Zeus back then, but now, his purposes are crossed with ours. Another enemy of my own kind. Night bloom.
Together we shine. Go show that shade the way. Cheers, Renos. Hira. Lord Hermes.
Hot stuff.
Let's get them great.
Some scarce deliveries risked by swift Hermes represent what aid the gods can finally provide unto the princess of the dead, now that the summit of Olympus lies before her.
I'll take whatever I can get. Moonlight, guide us.
Yep. So, what did you think of Pop's Palace? Finally got to see the glory with your own eyes. A serious accomplishment given you're not supposed to be up here at all.
The Palace of Zeus wasn't like any place I'd ever seen. It's very beautiful, but very bright. I don't know how you all could live up there, but you must feel the same about where I'm from.
Well, I for one quite like it, Doc, but I've spent more time in the underworld than everybody else up here combined. As for the palace, at least it's kept us safe in all of this.
Let's keep it that way. Olympus, I accept this message.
your desire.
Ominous. Typhon! Looks like you're all patched up. Hiding your life force? I'll know how much you had when you lie dead. So this is how monsters are made.
The dead reborn again.
Olympians, let's give him everything we've got.
Right on time. He's vulnerable. Avoid the spines. For my father. Oh. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. That's the sun.
Ahead lies the well-hidden and protected palace of the king and queen of all the gods. That stronghold from which Olympus has fought back against all too many terrible foes.
Keep holding on. Music. Lord Dionysus. Lord Ares. Lady Aphrodite. this is only the courtyard.
Welcome.
We welcome you.
May moonlight guide you.
We need no guide. We got that monstrous fiend once more, young lady, thanks most certainly to you. Such courage in the face of catastrophe. And our palace remains safe and secure. And further reinforced, should Typhon try for us again.
You were splendid, my dear. Had things grown any more dire, we were preparing for a last resort a son of ours developed. But the cost of it is high indeed. Thus, you have saved us in more ways than one.
It's my pleasure to have been of service to our family, Queen Hera, and to see the wonders of these halls once more. Perhaps we may yet permanently dissuade Typhon soon.
And what do you have in mind on that account? Our own research has yet to yield the force that could take Typhon without also taking this entire mountain down. He's even fiercer now than when he first attacked us long ago.
I've gathered useful specimens of Typhon's flesh, and we've been studying how we can use it in our craft. But we don't yet have meaningful progress to share.
Oh, come now. Driving back that monster more than once is progress meaningful enough. My lord husband thought that your first such victory could have simply been a fluke.
Now, what I said, dear wife, was that a single victory against Typhon did not prove more such victories could be achieved. But now you've demonstrated otherwise, Melinoë, and spurred our hope that we shall rid ourselves of this foul menace soon enough.
King Zeus, Queen Hera, by your leave I ought return with what I found, in case it leads to new discoveries about how we can do just that. Thank you all for your continued aid.
You have our gratitude in kind.
May moonlight guide us.
It's good to see you again, cousin. Just as I was beginning to fear my song would be tonight's sole source of cheer.
Lord Apollo, good to see you too. Please give my regards to the others. I would have liked to meet, but I'd best be getting back.
Of course, you must be on your last legs. The others surely would have liked to see you too, especially your grandmother, but they couldn't leave their posts. Please accept our apologies, and let us help you to return.
Tell Lady Demeter and everyone I wish them well.
Sworn to do our righteous duty.
Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet. Return to Shadow now. Back from the palace. I never imagined I'd see the Palace of Zeus with my own eyes. But I'm glad I'm back.
Took you long enough. Saw you jetting up horns again. Yeah, he's a bit of a stiff, but I guess he's not so bad. I think maybe I met him before, back when I died.
Oh, I doubt it. You'd remember having met someone like that. And he'd remember you as well. Though you have been dead a while.
Yeah, maybe I was one of his first jobs. Just an innocent young woman doomed to a cruel, inevitable future she never deserved.
Okay, Dora.
Hey, cool it with the nectar, would you, Mel? Ever since we tried ambrosia, I've been cultivating a much more sophisticated palate. For a shade. No more cheap stuff.
Dora, the nectar of the gods can hardly be considered cheap. Most mortals go through the entirety of their existence without so much as a taste. And you don't like it?
You know, I do, but it's a little on the sweet side for me. Though, I appreciate you treating me like royalty.
Like a spirit of unfathomable power!
That's a curse.
Come along, then. Blood and darkness.
I'm warning you, you better cut this out, Trouble. Messing with Kronos, messing with Typhon, messing everything up. That's supposed to be my job.
You clearly did your job already. I'm in the process of undoing it. Much like how I often pick up after you here.
Well, you're not gonna. And even if you do, you'll look back on this and wish things were as interesting as they are now.
I wouldn't mind if things were boring for a change.
I would.
Some salt.
Well done out there.
Kronos must believe he has the upper hand now that Olympus has the father of all monsters bearing down on them night after night. But he has made a grave mistake.
Typhon cannot be controlled. If he no longer had Olympus to contend with, he would probably come after Kronos next. There must be some way we can redirect his rage.
If not his rage, the very nature of his being. I have always taught you that our craft is never to be used for destruction alone. But no rule is immutable. Let us use our enemy's strengths against them, to rid us of them all.
Disintegration of monstrosity. At last. Typhon does not belong in this world. I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us be cleansed together then.
Perfect.
We're like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Melinoë. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the dead.
Good hunting. So there you were, alone atop the rain-soaked mountain, when out of the dark came a roar so deafening it shook Olympus to its roots. And with it came Typhon himself, more vengeful even than before. What then, goddess?
We fought. I prevailed. Oh, blast. I was supposed to weave a yarn. He kept trying to crush me with his chin, but I evaded and clambered to the top of his head, where I drove the sister blades Limb and Oros into his brain.
Oh, quite gruesome at the end there, I like it. My only criticism, if I may, is that all too many tales involving huge monstrosities resolve that way. What if he were to swallow you whole, only for you to cut yourself out of his gullet?
I was just getting to that part. Some wheat.
May we converse? Hey, would you attest to my disciples that I've taught you a great deal when it comes to fighting Typhon? They've been getting a little unruly, and you'd be doing me a favor.
But, Commander, you've not told me anything about him. Ah, I know what this is. You wish to see if I would stoop to speaking falsehoods merely because I was asked.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm asking real nicely. Come on, young one, would you just do this for me here?
I'll not bring shame upon us both.
Damn it.
You made it from Olympus all this way. We shall prevail. I swear it. Grant me the aspect of Artemis.
She knows her blades.
The pitch black stone.
Ahoy!
Go unseen.
The fan.